We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 to the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Titans at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, Shaq.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
All right.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should... In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Stroud. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here is 3rd and 5.
On the fleek, right? 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Oh, ready?
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, right.
Stroud to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Titans, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done to get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Marks. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Nixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go to Adams, trying to pound it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Titans 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, it's into the hands of Iomanner. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Go, Rick. Go. Shut up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
And here's a give to Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Taking a shot for down here. And that is incomplete.
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here
we go. 18. What's up?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Houston.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Mixon. And bulldozing his way through. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Morris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Stroud off the play fake. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Down they go with Jacobs again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
On the quick, right?
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Again, it's Stroud. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Morales. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
17 yards. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw, and here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tony.
Stroud looking to throw. That incomplete. It's tamped down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. Marks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Titans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Garrett Stingley picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is Adams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Titans' 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Here's a diving catch right side. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now Joe Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud sets up the play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd and goal, Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fairbairn to kick off for
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to Spears. And some good acceleration here as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got room. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 15. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Hiking 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Scorton. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
An extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Cowboy 80.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Joey Sly on the field goal.
Sly able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
46-yard line.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Adams. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throw left side to Higgins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Stroud. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the Texans first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
18. What's up?
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Titans 24. Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run up the middle. Adams. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Marks. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision him putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's over the middle into the hands of Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Texans first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Marks. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Mixing up the middle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Stroud looks to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Come on, set. 50, green. Set, go.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are definitely going